As you know, congestion pricing is New York state law. It was adopted back in 2019. So this must go forward under state law. And what I found was when they're talking about numbers like $23 a visit, regardless of how many visits a day, I knew that that would have a detrimental impact on families. So I wanted that number lower. That number released today is that be $15 per trip. So that's lower. But I also have to protect these families and their health and make sure there's clean air, not just for them today, but for the next generation. And also, we are blessed in this area to have world-class public transportation. And our buses can go faster when there's fewer cars on the streets. Our ambulance can get places sooner to save lives. Our firefighters can get to a burning building faster when there's not the congestion that is now paralyzing and clogging our streets. So we are going to be global leaders in this front. A few other places have tried it. I believe will be a model for the nation without creating an undue financial burden because we have public transportation at a very affordable cost for those families that are in need. We also have hours of operation where the cost will decline dramatically after 9 o'clock at night for someone who's having to work at a hospital and drive themselves home at the end of their shift, all the way till 5 in the morning, down to about $3.75. But we also have to do is make sure our air is clean, our transit is invested in. This helps me get the Interborough Express, which will help people who work in the outer boroughs who don't come into Manhattan. Also help with the 2nd Avenue subway, opening up transit deserts in Harlem and the Bronx so people can have access through public transportation to the best paying jobs that we have in the region right here in Manhattan. So I know there's going to be an impact, but we have to also deal with the larger picture, protecting and cleaning up our environment, protecting the quality of air, protecting mobility on our streets, and also protecting our financial stability of the MTA, because without that, it all collapses.
Quick follow, what do you say to the drivers who have no choice but to drive in, for whom mass transit is not an option?
That's why we are glad we could reduce it down to 1 trip a day. Original plans were every time you go in and out, you could end up having to pay upwards of $23. Those numbers would have been significantly higher. The numbers came down. It's only 1 trip a day. And truly to park in this city as well is already expensive. Already very expensive to park here. So I know people try very hard to go to a park and ride, try to find the alternatives to take the incredible system we have all the way from the far-reaching suburbs of Long Island and the Hudson Valley, Westchester, as well as the subway system that literally is almost on every corner. There's accessibility. So we have a gift that other areas do not have. This would not work in many other parts of the country. We're going to do it here. We're going to do it successfully, and we'll have the resources to make sure we keep investing in that lifeline of our region.
Good afternoon, friends. I have big news to share with you today. President Biden is expected to make an important announcement. The Biden administration is urging Americans to be aware of leftover relief money that is still available. There are several rebates and credits that have been approved to provide financial assistance to eligible households. My dear friends, please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video. Also, in a video later today, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do, friends, is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thanks to Biden's Inflation Reduction Act, there are numerous rebates and tax credits available to help with reducing your home's energy consumption. To kickstart this process, experts say to consider a home energy audit. The Inflation Reduction Act was enacted in 2022, and the federal government is investing $369 billion in clean energy. They are offering tax incentives and discounts that can potentially save homeowners significant amounts of money as they enhance their homes for energy efficiency. A home energy assessment evaluates how your home utilizes energy, providing a roadmap for energy-saving home improvement projects. The average cost of a professional home energy audit typically ranges from $200 to $700, depending on your home's size. Fortunately, the Inflation Reduction Act's clean energy tax credits can offset these costs. Starting in 2023, the Energy Efficient Home Improvement Credit covers home energy audit expenses up to $150. This credit also extends to cover 30% of the total amount spent throughout the year on qualified energy efficiency projects, such as insulation, ventilation improvements, and draft sealing. Low-income households can qualify for upfront rebates under the High Efficiency Electric Home Rebate Act. These rebates include amounts for various energy efficient upgrades, such as heat pump HVAC systems, heat pump water heaters, electric stoves, and more. The Biden administration is also expected to announce what will disqualify electric vehicles from eligibility for the $7,500 subsidy. The requirements, which were part of Biden's landmark climate law, will not allow tax breaks for vehicles containing battery components or critical minerals from foreign entities starting in 2024 and 2025. The Biden administration is expected to put the finer points on what this all means, what will qualify and what won't, which will be critical to shaping the market in the United States. The Inflation Reduction Act has funneled huge investments into building a battery and other materials in the United States, with 14 battery plants under construction in the country. But many are predicting that's way too early for these to bear fruit. If President Biden eventually decides not to run for re-election in 2024, the Democratic Party is in a tough spot without a clear backup plan. So far, President Biden's decision to seek a second term has faced great criticism due to his age and low poll numbers. But according to Reuters, Biden has eliminated serious primary challengers, even if more Democratic candidates wanted to enter the race now. The path forward is unclear, as deadlines to get on the primary ballot in crucial states have already passed. Some analysts argue that Biden's record is strong enough to defeat all his opponents without needing a backup plan. However, if Biden were to opt out, Vice President Harris would not automatically replace the president, but she could benefit from their joint campaign. Democratic officials, while expressing support for Biden, acknowledge potential upheaval if health issues or other reasons force him out during the campaign. If Biden drops out during ongoing primaries, other candidates could join, depending on state filing requirements. Setting up a presidential campaign takes months, and upcoming deadlines for states like California, Illinois, and Michigan add complexity. But despite concerns, Democratic officials currently stand united behind Biden, believing he will beat any Republican nominee. In contrast, the Republican primary has multiple candidates challenging the former president, providing several alternatives. Biden's old age has become a defining aspect of the 2024 campaign, leading some to question whether he should run again. Biden's approval ratings is at its lowest since April. If he were to drop out after the last primaries in June 2024, delegates could choose another candidate at the convention in Chicago. However, if Biden dropped out before or after the convention, it may lead to a more traditional, delegate-driven selection process. So, dear friends, should Biden run for a second term? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. Well, my amazing and most awesome friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Dearest friends, thank you so much for being part of this community. To say thank you, I will be announcing several winners of the Walmart gift card giveaway in a video later today. So friends, please make sure that you do stay tuned.